Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Today's a bit of a strange one because we are currently in lockdown in France. Definitely not good. But as you can see, I'm on my motorcycle. The lockdown in March and April, we were not allowed to go out at all, but the lockdown now allows us to go to our office, which is where I'm going. I've got quite a lot of administration to sort out because I haven't been to the office for about a month. We've been mainly working at home or at the clients. So this is my first visit to the office for about a month. Which is a bit strange. The roads look very, very quiet indeed. So let's see how it goes. In order to go out, I have to actually have what we call an attestation, self-certification in English. Basically, it's a piece of paper that you complete that gives the reason for your sortie, and depending on the type of sortie that you embark on depends on how long you can do it. So if you're going out for exercise or walking the dogs, for example, I don't currently have any dogs, then you're allowed out for 1 hour and a maximum of 1 kilometre from where you live. As I say, I'm actually going to work, and in order to do that, I actually have to have a second certificate from my work, which actually states I'm allowed to do this. Now, because I work at two different places, my client and for the company, I have two of these pieces of paper. So it's absolutely crazy when you think about it. It really is. So I have authorization from my company, which is where I'm going today. But if I'm going to the clients, I have to show a different authorization. I don't know, the French do love their administration. I mean, they have a school for it. It's actually called ENA, and it's based in Strasbourg. The French President, Emmanuel Macron, went to ENA. I believe he also went to Sciences Po. He went to ENA is called the Grande École, and it's actually used by mainly the people who go into politics and administration, government and that type of thing. It's based in the old prison in Strasbourg. So I believe for some reason Mr. Macron wishes to close it, but I'm not too sure why. Maybe I think it's because French people don't like quite the quantity of administration, and secondly, they believe that it's an elitist establishment. The French are not really into elitism as such. They do have a class structure. It's made out of the political class, And then you've got what is probably best known as the engineer class, and then the administrators think they've got a class, but nobody else does. And then you've got the normal workers, well, I say normal workers, the people who sort of, you could say, are the normal middle class in most society. And then you've got the immigrants and the manual labourers. So there is a definite class structure in France, which they will, of course, to a great extent of the time, contest exists. Anyhow, I'm off. I filled up the bike before the lockdown, the confinement started, just in case we weren't allowed out for any reason, but it seems that we are. So it looks like I might be getting out about once or twice a week, depending on work. Most of my work is now at home, and we're doing mainly via telecommuting. I have to use 4 different programs, believe it or not, based on what the client wants, which is again an interesting one. So we're using a program called Blackboard, which is actually quite good for teaching groups of people, which I have to do at the university. And then we have WebEx, which you might know, it's a Cisco product. Zoom, which virtually everybody uses. And then we've got Teams, which of course is mainly for business on that. So, yeah. So I have to know how 4 different pieces of software work. So it's actually a good thing that I'm an IT guy, because I think otherwise people will be pulling their hair out. I think I'm the only one in the company who's using 4. I think in general it's 2 or 3, depending on your IT knowledge. Anyhow, the motorbike is very dirty because I didn't actually get a chance to clean it before the lockdown. So what I shall do is I shall clean it down on the way back from work. Give it a good wash, because I'm hoping I'll be able to get her out once a week, if possible. And because I've got to go out at least, by the looks of things, looking at my schedule for next week, at least twice, if not 3 times a week. So I'm hoping to get out and about, because last time it was really quite bad, being confined like we were. This time I think it's going to be actually for a very long time. I hate to say it, but I think there will be a relaxation of the lockdown over Christmas, but it won't be a complete one. I think there'll be a curfew or something like that, and we'll be limited to maybe 6 people or whatever, and that type of thing. And then they'll just reintroduce the lockdown in January again after the festivities have finished. I really don't think we're going to be out of confinement in France before April. I really don't. I think it's going to be that bad. I don't know who 59 is in front, but she's not driving very well. Now that was interesting. There was a bump on the road there, and as I was accelerating, the bike actually left the road, both wheels off the road. And absolutely dead stable. Now that is impressive, very impressive, to be completely stable while airborne. I was very impressed over that bump. Okay, it wasn't for, we weren't doing an Eddie Kidd job, but just raise the screen a bit, as it is a bit chilly this morning. Still morning? Yes, it is. So, wider ramblings. I'm quite surprised at the amount of traffic. I know they say you can go to work and so on, but there is. I was expecting it to be quieter than this. Never mind. Never mind. So, let's see what the Quatre-Vingts 6 is like. Oh, we've got some real dozy ones out today, haven't we? Let's see. But it's nice to be on the bike. It's about a week since I've been out. When did I last go out? Thursday last week. And because the lockdown started at midnight Friday morning. So yes, I went out on Thursday to fill up the bikes and generally prepare for this. I was actually going to wash the bikes, but I ran out of time. We still have to wear a mask, unfortunately, while under our helmet, and that is I can hear my voice is muffled, so I do apologise for that, and it doesn't actually help with vision because it's partially steaming up my glasses, so I'm going to have to open the vent on the front of the helmet occasionally, just so I can see. Which I think might be useful while riding a motorcycle. Outside temperature is 13 degrees according to the dashboard, which is about as hot as they're expecting it to get in Paris today. Expecting 13, possibly 14 degrees according to the weather forecast. And it's one of the reasons I'm out now and not later, because I don't mind the rain. I'm used to the rain. I've lived in areas where it really does rain. Not like the UK, I mean real rain. 3 policemen together. So we're probably looking for people like me. Why are you out, sir? Anyhow, unless something interesting happens, I will say cheerio. Thank you for watching. leave any comments and ideas and so on below. Tell me about your curfew and what's happening. Please like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.